Okay, so if you're an agency owner or a consultant, you understand this problem. Client acquisition is incredibly difficult. You reach out to a bunch of prospects, most of them which don't really care about what you're offering. So, how do we flip the script? Well, we use triggers to find companies looking for our services. Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you a very bespoke social listening agent that crawls through LinkedIn and finds prospects that are looking for your skills. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Well, I need to start these off with a demo, right? So I'm going to hit test workflow. This is going to take around 20 seconds or so. So I'm going to pause it now and just watch what comes out of this. Okay, so it's just finished. And then imagine heading over to your Slack and literally getting a detailed breakdown of a bunch of organizations that are showing hiring intent, as well as the company information, why they were picked, the profile of the person that posted the job. But in addition to all of this, we then head over to Airtable and we have all of the leads in our Airtable. If I come into an interface, you have a beautiful dashboard where we can literally see every single person. We can open the job post to see exactly what post they posted. And here you can see this person's hiring for an Airtable consultant. And then you can go through them and the exact reason why this person was a good fit for whatever it is that you offer. So let me break down exactly how we've done this. So I'll come here. We've got an Airtable workflow. It looks incredibly complicated. It is pretty simple. What we're doing is we're leveraging different tools to scrape LinkedIn, to fetch posts where we're looking for people that are talking about looking for a hire. So looking for automation, looking for Airtable consultant, looking for NAN. We're then taking all of these people, we're then passing the post into AI to make sure, hey, is this post actually looking to hire someone, or does it just mention those keywords? Then after doing that, we then kind of take them down two routes based on if it's a company that posted or if it's a person that posted. We're then enriching their information, finding the employees, finding their work email, and then throwing it into Slack and also throwing it into Airtable. And if I come here, you can kind of see the whole flow in a nice diagraphic way. So let me break down exactly what we're doing. So the first things first, you need to come onto LinkedIn and you actually need to do this search manually. So what you can see here is I've come onto LinkedIn and I'm on the post section and I'm using these Boolean searches. So where it says we're hiring or I'm hiring or looking for or looking to hire. And if I go down or need an expert and Airtable. So I'm basically looking for anyone that's mentioning any need for an Airtable person because I am quite proficient with Airtable. So these are great opportunities for me to say, hey, I see you're hiring for this person. Are you open to leveraging a consultant? Are you open to leveraging a freelancer on an XYZ basis? And as you can see, look at the output. Consultant, remote, they want someone for 15 hours a week. Again, more options. All of these are people or companies posting, looking for stuff that I have the skills to help. Now, again, let me go back and I really want to walk through the workflow because the workflow is really, really cool. So this is how you do it manually on LinkedIn, but of course you don't want to do it manually. You want to automate it. So this is where we use a tool called Unipal. Unipal is an amazing LinkedIn tool. It allows you to automate most of LinkedIn and the API is fantastic. So check out Unipal. Here you can see that I have documentation where they explain to you how to scrape posts. So you pass in the category post, the keyword, which is we're looking for and hiring. You can sort it by the date or the relevance. We can say we only want posts in the last week. So that's what I'm doing, etc., etc. So if I come back into NAN, you can see that I am fetching the post in the last week where there's a mention of we're hiring or I'm looking for, etc. And as you can see, here's all those posts. After I'm doing that, I'm then using a split out because I'm taking it from an array into like an item. So NAN can process them sequentially one by one. I'm then removing any repost because we don't want repost, we only want actual post. And then setting the limit to 10, I believe, because I was testing it. And then we're using an AI step. So as I mentioned, because our filter is pretty good, for the most part, every job here is going to match our preference. But what I'm doing, I'm still passing it into AI to say, look, here's what I think the job is about. Please just make sure that it actually is about a hiring and it's not just someone that mentioned those keywords by happenstance. So I passed them all through there. And you know me and my detailed prompts. Again, I'll share all of these templates so you can copy this prompt. And I'm saying, look, is there a link to a job board? Are there any specific job titles? The benefit of me doing this is I can take the output and then use that to like craft like a personalized outreach message in the future if I choose to. I don't do that right now. I prefer to just send looms, like custom looms, which work really, really well for me. But again, you could do that if you want to. So I'm then doing that. And as you can see, everyone made it through that stage. Oh no, 9 made it through, 1 person didn't. Then, but if you're a company, I'm getting your company information. Again, you can do this all using Unipart. If I come back here, you can see there is a section to, where are we? Fetch, retrieve a profile. So you want to come here, set the thing to LinkedIn, you pass in the LinkedIn ID, and then it will then return the profile information. And then you can do the same thing if you want to fetch a company as well. So yeah, so all of it is on Unipart. Just make sure to get set up. And then I'm doing filters here. If they have, I'll need to make sure they have multiple employees, more than 3, ideally, because otherwise I probably don't want to work with you because you may not be as established as I'd like you to be. And secondly, make sure you have a website, because these are important, because then I'm finding the employee. Cool. So there's 2 routes. If a company posted, I need to find the employees. However, if a person posted, I already have the person. I can just find that person's email in LinkedIn. But if it's a company that posted, like in this example here, I need to find the person at that organization. So I'll go ahead and do that. So I'm doing all of this, then I'm merging the 2 together. So 4 people, 4 of them will come from the company section, 3 of them come from the profile, and then Airtable creating 7 records for each job that match the criteria. And then I'm then posting into Slack with that message that we saw here. So as you can see, all people, the name of the company, the industry, the LinkedIn, 1 click, the intent source, what posts was actually identified. And again, we'll click it, we'll take you right to the post. Fantastic. Why this was picked: identified explicit hiring language, confirmed presence, no ambiguity. So all of these are perfect. And again, Airtable, I mean, I love this because now you've got an interface where, and again, this was very, very simple to build. You can give this to your team can hop on every single week, as I have it here. You can make it run every single week. Your team can hop on, see any new jobs that were live or any person posting that they're looking for your expertise. And then you can bang through and just reach out to them. Really, really simple. So very, very simple social listening agent for leveraging post on LinkedIn. Again, you could easily change this and actually look for jobs. So if I come back here, where am I? If I come back here to perform LinkedIn search, we could do the same thing for jobs, and you'll just pass in the keyword of the jobs. So if I come to LinkedIn, you just want to change it to jobs. And then, here I will just say like Airtable. Then I'll change the location to be, let's say, United Kingdom, if you want it to be. And then ideally, you don't want Airtable exactly, but you'd want anyone hiring for an Airtable role. Like I say, Airtable and maybe consultant. That might be better. And it's giving me a bunch of jobs that potentially could fit my criteria. Again, you will play around with this. As you can see, no results are found, but you would sit there and play around with it. So maybe you just say AI consultant. That might be better for you. In United Kingdom, you get a bunch of AI consultant roles. Then you can loop through all of them to check if there's mention of your services, your expertise, whether that's Python, whether that's Airtable, whether that's Make.com. And then all of those that fit your criteria, again, throw them into Slack. So with Unipart, you can scrape all parts of LinkedIn. Honorable mention, you can use Apify to do stuff like this, but I prefer not to because it can be more expensive, but also some of these Apify actors are a bit finicky when it comes to using your cookies. What I would suggest you use Unipart. You then buy like your aged accounts that aren't your own accounts and use those like bot accounts to scrape, because you can use your personal account, but I will suggest otherwise, you not to do that. You to use like some made accounts that you can buy on account marketplaces, leverage those and do what you need to do. So quick walkthrough. If you need the template, let me know. In fact, I'll post it in the description wherever I post this. And any questions, you know where to reach out to me on LinkedIn, Andrew Bruce Osborne, or for YouTube in the comments, or Andrew@levio.io. But God bless. We'll speak soon.